So for that, pip install weathercom is the library, is the module which you required. So I hope it's already there in mine. Yeah. So weathercom is all installed right now. So successfully installed. Now what I'm going to do is to import it. Import weathercom. So now what I did, I installed the weathercom in my code. Now I need to work on it. So for weather also, it's not like you can directly use here. You can use, but it will be too long. So to make my code look neat, I'll again define a function. So if I define the function as weather report or something, okay, weather report. So that's my function name. In the function, the argument always or the variable is city. So based on the city, it need to change. So here I gave in the speak function audio is my variable or attribute. So here city is my variable. So now after getting city, so how the weather com works is similar to the similar. Weathercom is very similar to news. I'll tell you how it's difference. First, before that, to get all the weather details, so I'll just initiate a variable called weather and details. Suppose weather details is the variable. Then in the weather details, I want to get using weathercom module. I need to get city weather details, and the query is city. So the query is city, or what the variable is city. So based on city, so once I tell the city, for the city all the weather details I will be getting in the variable called weather details. So from weather details now, suppose I take three of them. So I'll take about humidity, I'll take about temperature, I'll take a phrase accordingly. Phrase in whether the sky is clear, the sky is cloudy, it's a phrase. So here if you remember in news, I told you there are title articles, and similarly if you in the JSON script there is articles, in the title is there, author is there, URL image ID is there, and link is there. So all the different types. So similarly in weathercom details also, whenever you get, there are using JSON script only. Again you need to find whatever is under the, for the city what which you give, whatever is under humidity you need to get all of them. So for the details, so json dot loads weather details. I think you guys are familiar with json dot loads what it is, because I already taught you that in your news. Here now we need to use a special API key for weathercom. So what that is, vt1 observation, and under that I want humidity. So the latest one what it is there, it will get. So similarly in weather details, so the same type we need to get a temperature and phrase. So I'll just copy this and I'll copy for phrase also, but now I'll change here. Instead of humidity I give it as temperature, and instead of humidity again here I give the phrase. So whatever is under phrase I'll get that and store it in a variable called phrase, and whatever is under this it will get. So after all of these are got, then again I'll return to those variables. So return humidity. Oh, there's wrong spelling here. I'll just change it. Wait. Yeah. So humidity. I'll return humidity. I will return to temperature, and I'll also return to phrase. So I define the weather report as a function. In the function, I got all the details of the city using this command weather.com weathercom dot get city weather details. In the city is a variable, and using that from the weather details whatever I got using JSON script notation, I got whatever is under humidity, whatever is under temperature, what is under phrase, and I stored into these variables, humidity, temp, and phrase, respectively. So this is the function. So now I need this function to run only when if I say weather, like when I ask about weather, right? So now I put elif weather in text. So if weather is there in text. If I ask about any weather or something, then I needed to search about it, right? Now, once I say weather, so I need to know the way what's the variable. So what variable it's missing, or what is the city, right? So the variable here is city. So it will ask me, so sure, sir, please name me the city. So it will ask me. Before asking, I'll also use the print command or print function. Yeah. So it will ask, and I'll also see what it is asking. Then whatever I say, whatever the command or whatever I say, like, okay, the city is, this is the city which I'm living. So this city. So according to this, I need. So what happens here? The variable I store is city is equal to take command. So it takes the command. Using take command, the query will become the city. So the so whatever I tell, it will be stored as take command. Now once after I get this take command, I get all the humidity and temp, I mean the temperature and the phrase which are present in the function called weather report city. So for this city, the city which I tell, which is all taken using take command, it will find all these details and it will make a little the variables will be converted into that particular values. So once it's converted, now I want it to tell me the report. So for that, suppose, okay, now it tells currently in city, the city name, and next the temperature is, so I need it in the string format, the temperature, so I converted into string. The variable is temp, and then the temperature is in degrees Celsius, so I'll add that also, degrees Celsius. And the next line will be with suppose I say as with humidity of. So now I need to add the humidity. So for that I'll use this string. In using the string, I want the humidity. So I want the humidity in the form of string format. So I use this. And then percentage. So the humidity percent will come. So it's around 29 humidity percent, or like 29% or 30%. It tells in that way. And after that, and the sky is, so now phrase. So now I take the phrase. So this is all it's going to print. So now to whatever I print, I want it to speak also. So I'll just copy and paste it. So for that speak, I'll just copy this whole thing. Yeah. So suppose I want to add something before here. So I'll say today's weather report. Today's weather report currently in this particular city. This is the temperature and this is the humidity and this the sky is dash. So that's pretty much about weather. So this is what I am the whole weather command is. So first I predefined the function what is weather, and then I gave the details whatever I'm going to use, and then using those as an using those as a variables, the humidity temperature, I from the city I made them to rechange again to these, and then after I made a speak function, whatever the output I need to get. So now let's test it out. So I stay at Hyderabad. So I'm gonna tell my city as Hyderabad. I will see what's the weather report here.
Good evening.
Weather.
Sure, sir. Please name me the city.
Hyderabad. Hyderabad.
Today's weather report. Currently in Nunn the temperature is 17 degrees Celsius with humidity of 36% and sky is partly cloudy.